This is Alexander Mackenzie High School, commonly known as the main arts and IB school in Richmond Hill. As students, we are particularly left in the dark when it comes to what the school spends their budget on, so we're usually left wondering where it all goes. You may have noticed all the TVs, maybe the clocks, or maybe all the new renovations in the school, such as the gym floor or the fitness room. But have you ever stopped to question, are these things really worth it? Is the school using its budget wisely? This is what we aim to answer in this documentary. So to get started, we went to the students to get their opinion on the matter.
So what do you think is the producer? Hey, stop recording. I don't want to be recording.
Sid is quite an important student around the school, so he doesn't like to be recorded too often.
Recording me.
But luckily, he eventually agreed to be interviewed.
Hey,
Hey, what's up? I'm okay, dude.
That's good. So I'm just going to go through a couple questions about your time at Alexander Mackenzie. How's your experience being at Alex Mac?
It's overall, it's pretty good, I think. I'm still living.
So after the past couple years, the school's put a couple of installations into the foyer. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, how else am I gonna know the Twitter feed? It's pretty necessary, honestly. But for real though, kind of useless, actually. I don't really need some digital clocks and TVs that are just off all the time.
Honestly, I think they're a pretty big waste of money because no one uses them, no one actually looks at them and pays attention to them, so people just disregard them.
The common consensus of the students interviewed found things such as the TVs to be rather obsolete when it comes to practicality. In fact, as Sid claimed, many of the TVs were actually completely turned off, which was proven to be true only after a very short walk around the school. Other than these things, the students did also have some good things to say about some of the changes and renovations.
Alright, so a couple of years ago, you had an experience in the gym. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So while playing one of the games during our gym class, I think it was for grade 11s, I slipped on the gym floors and hit my tooth on a bench, and then I had to get it filled because it broke.
So what's your thoughts on them redoing the gym floors?
I personally think it was a good idea because the other ones, you could tell how old they were because they weren't even like the right color. It was so deteriorating. Also, now they made it so that there's more lines for different sports, and they made the courts bigger for volleyball, which is a big help for us.
I think that's a pretty good one, actually. They use the gym all the time, so I mean, might as well have it new and fresh for the people.
That was a necessity. Last year we had a lot of injuries because of the gym floors because people would slip on them, but now we don't have that problem since they're like clean.
Do you think that the fitness room was a necessity?
I think it is because we are an art school, so like not many people are active, but the people that are active really enjoy the fitness room, and it gives them a chance to actually like work out.
Last of all, what do you think about the new health room that was implemented and all of its new technology?
I think it was a really good idea. It's a really like good, comfortable environment to learn in, and since like everyone's comfortable in that room, it actually like helps like focus.
So, as we can see, there are some things which the students can agree are good changes which benefit everyone. Although we felt like we were missing something, so we decided to interview Mr. Fogg. We wanted to see how he felt about the budget spending for photography and film.
As a photography teacher, do you believe that students are equipped with the necessary tools?
I'd say we're maybe 80% of the way there. Reason being is I feel like we need a few more computers in here. Photography, we gotta juggle around a little bit. Where with our class here, we've got like 16 computers for people to get on. While those students use the computers, because everybody pretty much needs one, you have to kind of juggle, okay, well, what are the other students gonna do while 16 are on the computers? Maybe they can go out and shoot, maybe they're possibly in the dark room, so it's a bit of juggling.
How often is the equipment replaced or updated?
Well, our newest camera was last year, Before that, we went with older cameras, and I would say those were maybe about close to the 10-year mark as far as age goes.
Do you believe that the film and photography department are fairly funded for their needed equipment?
I do. I think that with the exception of the computers, though, I could see that that's a school-wide purchase, not our department-specific purchase. But as far as the department goes, if we can kind of streamline the old analog chemistry, film, and photo paper, less purchasing of that and more purchasing of the technology, then we could probably afford to get some decent cameras in here and start to flesh out the film course too. Because yeah, it needs gear for sure.
Well, thank you for the interview.
Brother, no problem.
After concluding the interview with Mr. Fogg, we are left with the same opinion as many of the students. Some of the things that the budget is spent on is seen as useful, while other things are not. In the end, the recent spending of the school budget has been far from perfect, but credit is due where credit is due, as there have been many well-received changes throughout the school as well. Possibly in the future, the school could allow students to get more involved with changes, so that the budget can be spent on something that everyone appreciates and agrees on.
Thanks for watching our documentary. It wouldn't have been possible without the help from our teachers and fellow students. Hope you check out some of our other content.